So we're still in lesson 8.2 where we're working with the characteristics of a quadratic function. And today our focus is I can find the vertex of a quadratic function. No matter what. No matter what, I am amazing. I can find the vertex of a quadratic function. So when you have to do it from an equation, maybe we should circle this, from the equation. When you have to do it from the equation, there's no graph, there's nothing else, there's, you know what, they just give you this equation and they say, hey you, find the vertex. Well, you could do this. You could plug in a whole bunch of x values into it until you just did enough of them that you could start to see the symmetric pattern, but I'm going to guess that would be rather frustrating for you guys. Or you can follow these steps. Step 1, find the axis of symmetry to get the x value of the vertex. Remember, that's what these guys came up with. Find the axis of symmetry, and then you can say, oh, there's the x value of the vertex, and whatever that x is set equal to, that's got to be the x value for the vertex. Step 2. Julia finally figured out for us that we should substitute the x value into the equation to find the y value. And then step 3, because vertex is a point on the parabola on the graph, we have to write it as an ordered pair. Not as an equation. It's not a line, it's a point on the graph. Okay. So we are doing, on page 534, we're actually doing check it out, problem number 4, where we are given the following quadratic function. Y equals x squared minus 4x minus 10, which rewritten in and the opposite would be x squared plus negative 4x plus negative 10. Okay. Do you think we need the c value? We're going to find the axis of symmetry? No, we only need the a and b, don't we? So we say our a value is 1, our b value is negative 4. Step 1, find the axis of symmetry. X equals the opposite of b divided by 2a. So x equals the opposite of negative 4 divided by 2 times our a value of 1. And so now we would say x equals the opposite of the negative 4 over 2, which that becomes x equals the opposite of negative 2, right? Opposite of, this, that's this part. The negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. What's the opposite of negative 2? Positive 2. So here's our, would you write this in your notes? This is the axis of symmetry. That's what we just found. Okay, so we just need a y in there. There's a y there somewhere. Remember, axis of symmetry is always an equation, isn't it? Well, if that's an equation of an axis of symmetry, which is a vertical line, every point on that line has what in common? Every point on that
has the same x value.
Line has the same x value. And the x value is what?
2.
2. So we just now found the x value of the vertex. It's 2. It has to be. It's on that line. We don't know what its y value is yet, but we're going to find it by doing step 2, which says substitute in. This is like we're doing a table right now. 2 squared. Do I have to put that 2 in parentheses? No. I'm thinking we want to rename it right here again. R plus and neg, add the opposite. Let's get that renamed so we do it correctly. 2 squared plus negative 4 times 2, our x value, plus a negative 10. No calculator. We're going to do this in steps. Notice there's all kinds of white space for us. Y equals 2 squared is?
4.
4. Did you bring your boys to school today, Calvin?
What?
Did you bring your boys to school today? No? Okay.
Watching at home.
Okay. Negative 4 times 2 is?
Negative 8.
Cody, could you give somebody else a chance to talk? Thanks for being so willing. Negative 4 times 2 is? Or maybe you guys just need to try to answer with me. And like show that you can do it too. And then plus 8, negative 10. When we don't use a calculator, the easiest way to do this is, I think, add the two negatives together first. Can I do that?
Yes.
Yeah, because the order does not matter in addition. So I could really say, you know what, what's this? And then I could, what's negative 8 plus negative 10? What'd you say, babe? Negative 18. And then 4 plus negative 18, class is?
Negative 14.
He just has one of those kind of voices, doesn't he? Negative 14. I just couldn't hear anybody else. Okay, so now we know that y equals negative 14 of what? What do we just find? Yeah, we found the y value, that's right. The y value of the vertex. So now we know that our vertex is what?
2, negative 14.
Negative 2, negative 14. Okay, let's just schedule a picture here, okay? Let's just schedule a picture, because there's all kinds of stuff that we happen to know right now. A value is what? 1. That means this is gonna, that means this is going to open up. Okay? The axis of symmetry is
2. X equals negative
x equals 2. Okay, let's get started here. Here's our x-axis. Oopsie. Here's our x-axis. Here's our y-axis. We have this parabola that's going to open up. It has this line of symmetry that's going to go through x equals 2, so we're saying that's about 2. Its vertex is where?
2, negative
2, negative 14. So is it on this axis of symmetry somewhere?
Yes.
It sure is. It's probably down here somewhere. And this is going to open up. Look at that.
Whoa.
We at least know that much, don't we?
No.
Okay. We know something else. How many zeros is it going to have?
2.
1, 2, none.
2.
2. Why?
Because it's below this x-axis.
What's it? It is below.
Vertex.
The vertex is below the x-axis, which means then that it has to, and it's opening up, so it's gotta cross in two places, doesn't it? It has to. So it would have 2 zeros. Isn't that nice? I don't know if that's exactly where they would be, but you know what? We know that there should be 2 zeros to this function. Yes or no?
Is it possible for the line to cross like in between like
Negative 1 and 2, like, what do you mean? What
like
line?
for the line, if like the vertex is down here, and on our number when we draw it, is it possible for it to cross between negative 1 and negative 2?
I mean, like, those could be the 2 zeros, negative 1.
No, like the line crosses in
The
between.
curve that crosses?
Yeah,
Okay. For this one,
or for any of them, is it possible?
I think I want to say yes to your question because I think I'm understanding it, but if the vertex is below the x-axis, it can cross in any 2 locations. It's got to cross, it has to cross in 2 if it's opening up. Okay? But I'm not really sure. So maybe during homework time, you and I can clarify that for you. Because I'm not, you're looking at me like I'm not understanding. What would create no zeros in this? If this was the vertex of a parabola, what would it have to do for there to be no zeros? Tori, you got this? Clarion, you got this? You both wearing orange, my favorite color. That's what I thought. In an orange folder. What would create it? The question is this. If we had a parabola with this vertex, for it to have no zeros, what would it have to do? Michaela?
Could it be linear and like
Well, it's going to be a parabola, so it can't be linear. Remember, linear makes a line. Aurora?
if both the x and y were positive?
No, not quite. Julia?
Wouldn't it have to open?
You would have to open down. Is that what you were going to say, Cody?
No, also if you had it at positive 2, positive 14, when you touch the
I said this is going to be the vertex. I said this is going to be the vertex. And it's, so if we wanted a parabola with this vertex, what would it have to do for there to be no zeros? Do not change the story.
Don't
change the things that I'm asking. Okay, let's go to the back side. Additional practice, find the vertex that would travel a fork. Oh, what do you think is the reason I gave you this one to practice?
Because it's easy.
Because you're gonna look at it and say it has a
Fraction.
fraction.
Oh,
Guess what?
no.
They aren't always nice integer A's, B's, and C's all the time. In fact, I tried to be nice to you and give you the ones that, even if they aren't, they're better. But so, what's the first thing we're gonna do in this?
Find the A's and B's.
The A and the B. Do we have any add the opposite to do? Doesn't look like it's already addition. So A is 1/2, B is 2. Now, I do not want you to get in the habit of changing that to a decimal because not all fractions are nice decimals. Such as, give me an example of a fraction that's not a nice decimal.
3.2.
Noah? Thank you for answering the question. 1/3. What fraction is not a nice decimal? 1/3. Okay. So we want to be able to work with them in their, true fraction form also. Step 1 is what again?
Substitute.
X equals negative b over 2. That's right. Here, what we're going to do, we're going to find the axis of symmetry. Which happens to use this nice little formula to do it. And we have identified all the stuff we need to be able to do that, so we will substitute in. For B, we're going to put a 2. For A, we're going to put a 1/2. So now we're going to have x equals the opposite of 2 over 1, because 2 times a half, or a half of 2 is 1. And 2 over 1 is 2.
-2.
And the opposite of 2 is -2. So x equals -2 is our axis of symmetry. Step 1. Answer. Axis of symmetry in equations. Oh, we can already start our graph for this one. We have a graph that has a vertical line crossing the x-axis at -2. So let's have a start. We also know what else we know. Because we don't know anything else yet.
Opens up.
It opens up. How do we know that?
Because the A's not negative.
A is not negative, it's positive, so it's going to open up. Do we know where it's going to start from? Do we know where its vertex is yet?
Well, it's gonna be -2.
We don't know. We haven't got the vertex yet.
No, but it's gonna be on
How
the
do you
line.
know?
Well, it's gonna be on the line of -2.
It is, but how do we know if it's going to, where the vertex is going to be on that or
No,
open
but you
up?
know which general direction it should be.
Yeah, we do know that. Okay. What do we do in step 2?
Substitute the x value into the.
So find y of the vertex, right? And how we do it is we substitute in to our equation. So we have our equation y equals 1/2 x squared plus 2x. And what was the last one? Plus 3, okay. So we're ready to substitute into that 1/2 times 2 squared, -2 squared, excuse me. Really important parentheses, not only to show multiplication here, but to show that we're squaring a negative number. So if you're using the multiplication dot instead, you have to put parentheses around your -2. And then 2 times -2, and plus 3. Again, we do not need a calculator for this, no matter how it looks. What do we do first here? Square -2. What does that become? -4? -4 next, 2 times -2, and then our plus 3, right? Y equals. Half of 4 is 2. Can we do this adding in the same step? What do you think?
Yes.
We actually could, but some of you are looking at me like maybe we shouldn't, so let's not. Y equals. Well, these guys are positive, so I like to add, I like to think, things that have the same sign, I just like to add them together first. 2 plus 3 is 5. Y equals 1. Okay, so now we know the Y value of our vertex. Step 3 says do what? Step 3 says do what? Okay, write it as an ordered pair. It is the vertex. And it is what?
-2.
-2, the x value of the vertex, the y value we just got is +1. Now I think we can do a better job of giving a rough sketch of our graph. We have ordered pair -2, 1 that we'll put on the axis of symmetry and just about what looks like would be about the location it would go. So let's go, I have mine at the top, I don't know where you're doing yours, I want you doing it though. So -2, 1. I'm thinking, let's see, I should go about here. Am I right or not? Okay. That's the vertex.
Yeah.
And we decided it's going to open which direction?
Up.
Up.
No one can know who it's
Why not?
The zeros are on the x-axis.
Zeros are on the x-axis, and it's not crossing the x-axis anywhere, so this does not have any zeros, does it? Okay. Now, all these things, as we keep learning more and more about it, there's going to be reasons that we're going to say, well, why is this a big deal? She keeps asking us whether the zeros or not. I'll tell you later. Okay? Right now, you just need to be able to tell me whether there are or not. Any questions? Okay. No, Clarion, I'm sorry. Yes.
We're gonna, for what am I doing, I'm going to have to show all these step runs.
Uh-huh. Do you have to show these steps? Yeah. Yep. I'll keep it organized for you. It'll help you be successful if you don't have very many problems to do.